Yo, RX back with another recap for UFC 271 Adesanya versus Whittaker 2. Very interesting card. A couple downs, but mainly ups. Card started off very slow, especially from me picking fights. But I would say about towards the end of the prelims, everything started to pick up. So yeah, fun card, very fun card. In Houston, yeah, not much more to say. Yeah, I won't spoil how I did on picks yet. I was about to, but I'll wait. But not much more to say. Let's get into this fucking recap, man. 14 fights. I don't want this video to go too long. I'll try and go through the early prelims kind of quick because they kind of sucked. But yeah, not much more to say. Before again, like the video, sub, all that shit. Or if you like someone on my breakdown, dislike it. Still, thank you for the view, dumbass. But besides that, let's get into this. First fight on the card. I know this is not the first fight on my breakdown, but this got moved to the first fight because William Knight missed weight. Maxim, Maxime Grisham versus William Knight. Not a great fight. Pretty much this was just 3 rounds of Grisham looking better. In round 1, Knight looked fucking confused. The first word that I could think of, because I thought he didn't throw a punch. It felt like he didn't throw a fucking punch. Yeah, not a great first, and in round 2 and 3 he threw a little more, but he didn't land much. He kept William Knight, I'm talking about, threw a bunch of these shitty spinning heel kicks that never gonna land. Like, dude, what are you doing? All you're doing is gassing yourself. You're not getting close to landing these. So it's like, come on, man. I expect better. Yeah, not great performance. Especially not great performance by a guy who missed weight by 12 pounds. So this really makes you look bad. If you would have won, then I think the weight miss could have been pushed under the rug. But missing weight by 12 fucking pounds and then looking horrendous. Don't know, man. Don't know. It was a clear 30-27 across the board for Maxime Grisham. Yeah, clear 30-27. He dropped William late in the third. Right, the biggest shot of the fight. Very not much to speak of. Knight fucking tried to be a wrestler against a Russian dude. Smart, very smart, William. Yeah, not a great fight, but good win for Maxime. And props to him for keeping this fight on, unlike Stern Matt Snow, who I'll talk about before I start the prelim section. But yeah. All props to Max Grisham. He just did exactly what he had to do. Be better than William Knight, and he was. He easily was. And now that's 2-2 in the UFC for Maxime. And what could be next for him? That's a good question. Maybe damn, heavyweight, light heavyweight, really interesting division. Maybe how about Martin Praknia? That'd be interesting. I think Maxime gets the win there. So yeah. And then for William Knight, what a shit showing. Very disappointing showing. Like I said, I made a tweet about this later in the night, but pun intended. I don't mind picking a fight wrong because the fight was really good, and the guy who I did not pick to win won because he was better. I'm mad when I pick a fight wrong because the guy I picked just sucks, and this fight fell into that category of William Knight just sucked, badly sucked. And now what's that? 3-2 in the UFC. Well, what is William Knight in the UFC? 3-2, yeah. He can bounce back maybe, but he's gonna need a nice performance to bounce back after that shit of a performance. Maybe him versus Danilo Marquez if he's still in the UFC. Yeah, maybe something like that. I don't think that'd be that bad of a fight. So yeah, I don't know. William can bounce back for sure. I don't think anyone's questioning if William can bounce back. I think he will, but can he bounce back and keep the bounce going? Cause he's such a hot and cold fighter. Against a Da'an Jung and now against Maxime, he looked terrible, but against Fabio and Alonso and Kamer, he looked very good. That's like, I don't know, he's a very hot and cold fighter. So, I don't know, not a great fight. Pretty weak fight to open the card, but it is what it is. Good performance by Maxime, 37 years old, still winning fights. And yeah, he just fought smarter, harder, and better. So, good performance of Maxime, and I think Knight will bounce back. I think he will. After that, you got Jeremiah Wells versus Blood Diamond. Wow. Holy fuck. Right off the bat, we gotta talk about Jeremiah Wells starting off the fight running the left. He was in the red corner. He ran to his left all the way and then almost broke his fucking ankle because he tripped on the side of the cage, and then Blood Diamond rushed him, but right away Jeremiah Wells took him down. And then not long about after 4 minutes of ground control, he locked in a rear naked choke and put Blood Diamond to sleep. And wow, holy shit, Jeremiah Wells silencing the Blood Diamond hype with authority. Like, wow. Back-to-back great performances by Jeremiah Wells, man. Wow. Just fucking wow, bro. He's looking like he's no joke at 35, no less. Like, this man's looking like a for real. Short nose against Wesley Alves, dominated him. A little less short, but still short nose against Blood Diamond. He whoops them both. Like, how, man? This man not giving a fuck. Gotta love it, man. And now this coming to question, who should he fight next? I don't hate an Alex Moreno fight. I like that fight, Moreno and Jeremiah Wells. That could work. Yeah, I think I like that fight. It's not a huge step up for Wells. Well, ain't a huge leap for Wells, but it's still a very good leap for Wells. Yeah, I think I like that fight. That or Nico Price would be fucking mental. But yeah, I think I like Alex Moreno. Oh yeah, if a good one there could shoot Jeremiah right up into closer to contention. So yeah, yeah, that'd be fun. And then to talk about Mr. Blood Diamond. What do you say about Blood? Should he go back to kickboxing? He looked very underwhelming. Like, very underwhelming. I get he didn't get to show any of his striking, but still, you got if you're transferring over from kickboxing to MMA, you need to stop a takedown, dude. You can't not stop a fucking takedown. Like, come on, dude. I don't know. I'm not gonna make a fight idea for Blood because he just lost his debut, and who knows if he even does fight in the UFC again. But that was a pathetic performance. That was a really pathetic fucking performance by Blood Diamond. So, not much more to say. I think he can bounce back with time. I think he needs to get back. I don't know. He's still only 33. So maybe we can see him later down the line, maybe on a Jared Izzy card, whenever that happens, probably late this year. So maybe we can see him back then, but for right now, he needs to work on some takedown defense, because that was pathetic. But, not much more to say besides props to Jeremiah Wells, shutting people up again. Great performance by Wells, man. He looks like he can be something in that division. Good performance by Wells. We move on to a fight that fucking shockingly became the fight of the fucking night. Douglas Silva Andrade versus Sergey Morozov. Holy shit, was this fight insane. Wow. Just fucking wow. To the highest extent, wow. So in round one, Morozov, it was a pretty calm round until Morozov dropped Silva, and when he dropped him, he got on top, rained down some elbows, cut De Silva Andrade open, badly cut him open, and that woke up Andrade, it seemed. Because after he got cut open, he came back with a fucking fire in round two. Dropped Morozov. And then, just like in the last fight, got in a rear naked choke and put Morozov to sleep. Great comeback win for the 36-year-old fucking De Silva Andrade. Like, wow. Just fucking wow. Fight of the night, insane, a lot of blood, which makes every fight better, and just wow, fucking wow, man. How has this man got better? This man is 36 and is wrecking fools. 2-fight winning streak at 36 in a division full of young, keyword, young killers. Dude, De Silva is a gangster, bro. He is a gangster. Like, props to him, man. He's still kicking ass at 36 in a division full of the young killers. In bantamweight, obviously, I'm talking about bantamweight. Wow. Just fucking wow. Yeah, and after a performance like that, you can start talking about him going up and fighting more, fighting those, top guys again, because he has fought Piotr Jan, Marlon Vera before, and now with a performance he just had, you can throw him in there with another one of those topper guys in a way. But with that being said, who? Uh, who? Honey Bursos, maybe? Or... yeah, I think Honey could be interesting. Little war between some Brazilians. Between some Brazilians. I think that could be a fun one. Between two crazy motherfuckers. Yeah, fucking do that fight. Unless they train together, which, I don't know. I don't think they do, but that'd be fun. And then for Sergey, 1 and 2 in the UFC now, not fucking looking good. Against Umar, I'll give him benefit of the doubt. He fought an American Madoff in his UFC debut. We'll give him benefit of the doubt. Okay. Against Taha, he looked great, and now against Andrade, he looked great. He didn't even gas. Andrade just started going crazy and got him. Like, it's crazy, man. Fucking crazy. Like, I think Morozov is still good, by the way. Like, but I don't know. I think he can bounce back. And the thing of bantamweight, like, I could see both these guys still being top guys at that division, because that division is just so fucking crazy. It's crazy how good 135 is, and it's the best division in the UFC. No ifs, ands, or buts. It's the best division in the UFC. I don't know how anyone would dispute that. Name a division that's deeper. Name a division that can have a top 15 for guys who are not in the fucking top 15. You can't. You just can't. So, great performance by Andrade. Let me find a quick matchup for Morozov if I can. But I don't know. I don't. With this Andrade, I don't know many guys who could beat him when he looked like this. Fuck. Maybe like an Eddie Wineland wouldn't be a bad fight for fucking Morozov, or yeah, I don't mind Eddie Wineland. I think that'd be a fun one. So yeah, great performance by Andrade. What a fucking comeback, and what a fight of the night. And yeah, great form. The next fight I'm not gonna talk about much because each fight sucked. Jacob Malkoun and AJ Dobson. Robert Whitaker. This is AZ versus Whitaker from Wish.com. Yeah, boring fight. Round 1, Dobson was piecing up Malkoun, but in round 2 and 3, Malkoun just wrestled him and got a 29-28. And yeah. Not much to speak of. Shit fight. 2 and 3 were, like I said, just Malkoun laying on him. I don't think Jacob Malkoun's that good, to be honest with you. But that's what I think. Yeah, not very good. Yeah, I don't want to waste my time giving Malkoun a fight. I don't think he's good. Man, who the fuck would even want to fight this guy? Actually, a lot of people think it's an easy win if you can stop a takedown, but maybe... fuck. I don't fucking know. Do you care? No. And then for AJ Dobson, kid just lost his debut. I won't give him a fight, but I don't think anyone cares about this fight, and I don't. So I'm not gonna talk about it anymore. Shit fight. Whatever. Fine performance by Jacob Malkoun, I guess. Whatever. A fight that is worth talking about because it was a fun fight. Ronnie Lawrence versus Martinez. Crazy fight. In round 1 and 2, Lawrence just whooped on Mana. Dropped him 3 times over 2 rounds, easily winning the going into the third. But in the third, Mana dropped Lawrence halfway through the round twice and almost got the finish, but just couldn't seal in the finish. So heartbreaking if you're Mana Martinez. So fucking heartbreaking. But that's the fight game, man. And he lost at 29-27 since round 2 was 10-8. And yeah, man. Gotta talk about Ronnie, bro. Everyone's saying the next Habib, young Habib, yada yada yada. He's good. I think calling him a young Habib Nurmagomedov is fucking insane. But to at least their own, or whatever the saying is, whatever gets you fucking hard in the mornings. I think he's good. He could be something in that division, but calling him a young Habib, well, wow. Slow your fucking roll. Yeah, I think he's good, but again, young Habib. No. No. But I think he's very good. I do think he's very, very good. And if I had to give a fight idea for him, a fun fight, I just thought Ronnie Yaya and him would be kind of fucking interesting. To be honest, that would be a kind of fucking interesting fight. I don't know why, that fight just came to mind. That would be fucking interesting. Yeah, that would be a fun one. And then to talk about Mana Martinez, 1-1 in the UFC now. Looked good in his first fight against Guido. He didn't even look bad here in the third. Excuse me, fuck. But he just couldn't get the finish late. But the kid's good. I won't give him a fight idea because it's kind of hard to give a guy who's 1-1 a fight idea. But I think the kid's good. It would be interesting to see him back in the octagon, and I'm intrigued to see him back in the octagon. So, not much more to say for this fight. Yeah, Ronnie looks like he could be some 29. Fucking looking good, man. Looking really fucking good. And then for Mana, like, keep your chin up, bro. Great performance by Ronnie Lawrence. Almost said Ronnie Yaya. Yeah, but that was the early prelims. Pretty much, Andrade and Ronnie were the only fights worth watching. Maxum, skip. Jeremiah Wells, and don't really care. And William Knight, skip. But yeah. And before I get into prelims, I did say this earlier. I know Alex Perez vs. Meshno was on the card, but now it wasn't because Perez missed the weight by 2 pounds, and Snow ran away from the fight. Yeah. Sorry about the loud noise you just heard there. Had something with my computer. But yeah, then Perez and Snow was on the card anymore, but Perez was gonna run over Snow anyway. So. But now we move on to the first prelim on the prelims card. Carlos Alberg versus Fabio Charant. What a fucking underwhelming performance by Carlos Alberg. Very underwhelming performance by Alberg. Someone on Twitter called him 205 thorough gone. How it sounds insane, kinda is. But how boring that performance was, yeah, kinda. His stance is a lot like Thorogon. Like, I mean a lot. I think Alberg can be something in MMA. 31 years old, 1-1 to UFC now. Seems like he fights pretty smart. His chin is very iffy. I say that because in round 1, he was winning the round, and then Fabio Charant hit him with a nice little left, almost dropped him, but did rock him, but still he didn't. And then in round 2 and 3, Alberg just picked him apart, so Rogan like to a 30-27. Alberg's chin has the big question mark on it, because how does it hold up? Against Nzechukwu, it held up for only so long, and then against Charant, he did get clipped. And so, something to keep in mind. But that's let's hope we don't fight a guy with a lot of power per se. But now a fight idea for Carlos Alberg. Really kind of hard. I don't know. Most of the guys I could put him up against in matchmaking wise are all booked already, so it's like, are all booked or wouldn't make sense. So kind of hard to think of a fight idea for him in the moment. But maybe some will open up over the next couple weeks. So yeah. And then for Water Buffalo, I think it's gonna get cut. He's now 0-3 in the UFC with terrible performances every time out. I think he's done. He just doesn't seem all there when he enters the cage. Like, he just doesn't seem like he's all there. He's very calm, too calm for his own good in there. And that's why I think he lost this fight. He was too calm. I think Russian Alberg, who he already rocked a little bit at the end of the first, would have been nice. But you know, it is what it is. Yeah, I think Charant's gonna get cut. If he somehow gets another fight, I'm amazed. But I don't know how he can, so yeah. Not a great fight, very shit fight actually. The night fight and the Dobson fight were the worst fight. Sorry about that. Were the worst fights on the card by a mile, because they were just boring. But no card, very few cards go perfectly. So yeah. Okay performance by Alberg. Hopefully actually learns how to fight a little more entertaining in his next one. And for Charant, deuces, brother. After that is when the card really starts to wake up and get good. Kyler the Matrix Phillips versus Marcelo Hirojo. This fight was just Kyler showing he's miles ahead of Rojo, because he was in round 1 and 2 he just was miles ahead, and then in round 3 he still was, and late he locked in a armbar triangle and got the submission, got the sub-dub, and Kyler looked really good. That Paiva fight is kind of showing that it was kind of bullshit. That like I said, I still think that fight fucking should have been a draw, but whatever. It is what it is. But man, Kyler knocking on that door of the top 15 again. And what fight could you do with him? Sorry about if that was really loud. Fuck. Bantamweight's such a good fucking division. Pedro Munoz? As crazy as that sounds, Pedro Munoz? Maybe? Yeah, I might have to say Pedro Munoz. Or Victor Henry rematch would be kinda interesting. Actually. That's kind of interesting. A Victor Henry rematch. That's actually fucking. Let's do that. Kyler's only real loss on his record was to Victor Henry. Why not? Let's run it back. Let's do that fight. Victor Henry versus Kyler Phillips 2. Let's do it. Would be, or Pedro Munoz, but I'm leaning more towards the Victor Henry rematch. So yeah. And then for Marcelio, back-to-back L's in the UFC. He might get one more fight, but against who? Who knows? And who cares? I don't think he's that good. And I think he'll probably be cut after his next loss. So not much to say about Rojo. He was. I swear he was literally in there just to show how good Kyler is. So great performance by Kyler Phillips and Rojo. Maybe you'll get another fight and probably lose him. So, great performance by Kyler the Matrix. And now we get into the fight I was most hyped for and most fucking shit scared for, but it ended well. Casey O'Neal versus Roxanne, the Happy Warrior Modafferi. What a fucking fight! This was just 3 rounds of pretty much, besides a little bit of wrestling from Roxy, 3 of these 2 chicks swanging and banging, not giving a fuck. And it was great. It was weirdly fucking great. Neither of them have power. Neither of them are that great of strikers, but Casey's a decent striker. And they just swang and bang, and it fucking was awesome. Casey, I think clearly won, but it was a split mainly, and also one of the guys who were judging it, Robert Alexander, was his second fight he ever judged. So yeah, good judging, dickhead. Great performance by Casey, man. I was talking about her first. Now I'll talk about Roxy for a little longer for reasons. Casey, man, she's seeming more and more like the real fucking deal. And it's not me being a fan of her, because I am. I think she's pretty cool. But a lot of people thought she was just a wrestler. She can strike. She's a fucking kickboxer, a former kickboxer. She's fucking good. One thing you notice if you watch this fight, her overhand right is fucking nice. Her overhand right is so nice. It's silly how nice it is. If she had any fucking power in that overhand right, the fight would have been over in the first, because she cracked Roxy for that shit like fucking 12 times. And it was so nice. Casey looked great. And one thing I'll talk about is she's going into this fight the bad guy, because obviously fighting Roxy in her last fight, and she talked a little shit. She's gonna be the bad guy, but she's living up to that role. She likes being the bad guy or girl. And I think that's extremely smart by Casey, because what's one thing 125 does not have? Personality and hype. The only female with personality in that division is the champion. They got no personality. So why not have some personality? Keep winning, keep fucking doing your thing, get up to that title shot, and let's see what happens. I think she should get a title shot next. I think she should fight Cynthia Calvillo next. But you know, it is what it is. And then to talk about Roxy, a true legend in the sport. 50 pro fucking fights. Fucking legend, bro. Like, who doesn't love Roxy? Like, she's literally so fucking cool. Like, I don't know how anyone cannot like Roxanne Modafferi. A true legend in the sport. Might not be the most entertaining fighter to watch at times. Might not be this, might not be that. But she was always there. She's always a legend in the sport. 50 fights going out. True legend. Maybe not legend stats of a Ronda Rousey, Holly Holm, Gina Carano. But a legend no less. Thank you, Roxy. Enjoy retirement, and great fight to go out. Yeah, all respect to Roxy Modafferi. Deserves every bit the respect she gets. And it's gonna feel weird not having Roxy around. It's gonna feel really weird, but yeah. It was nice having Roxy around. Very, very nice having Roxanne Modafferi around. And yeah, great fight. Hell, could have been 5 tonight if the Andrade fight was not fucking insane. But shit happens. Amazing fight. Thank you, Roxy. And 9-0 King, baby. Let's go. And now, speaking of fucking legends, but this one ain't retiring somehow. Andre the Pitbull Arlovski versus Jared Van Dierer. I'm not gonna waste much time on this fight. This is just Andre being the better fighter. Round 1 and 2, Andre was just the better fighter all around, striking pretty much. And then round 3, Jared did look a little better. I would say could have won that round. I really don't remember that round too much. Really don't care. But Andre definitely won. It was another split. Same dipshit Robert Alexander judged it for Jared because he's a dumbass. But Andre easily won. And Andre broke 3-fight winning streak at 43. Holy shit. How is he getting better? How? He should not be getting better at 43. 1 second. I'm literally losing the ability to talk because I'm talking too long. How is he getting better at 43? Honest question. It is not fucking fair. He's getting better at 43. Gotta love it, man. Andre Arlovski, true fucking legend. Fucking true legend, man. And what fight should he? Who should he fight next? Augusto Sakai. Get old man Andre in those rankings. Get Andre in those rankings. And then for Jared Van Dierer, what is that, 1 and 3 in the UFC? Am I right? I think 1 and 3. Yep. Yeah, maybe he has one more fight. I don't know, who really cares? He's not, I'll give Jared this. In his 3 losses, Spivak, Romanov, Arlovski, he's been fucking fighting killers, man. I'll give him benefit of the doubt, but still, you lost. So, Arlovski's still kicking ass at 43, man. I gotta love it. Legend shit, baby. Great performance by Andre. Fuck. I'm running out of, my fucking body's about to shut down. It's 5:25 in the morning. Yeah. Prelims were great. Kyler and Casey looked great. Andre's always fun to see. Just a fun prelims. But then we get to the interesting main card. I'll probably rush through the first 2 fights a little bit because there's not much to talk about, plus there's better shit to talk about, but then when we get to those final 3 fights is when it gets interesting. First fight on the main card was a fight that was kind of more of a one-sided beatdown more than a competitive fight. Bobby Green and Nadra. Bobby Green just looked better all around. In the first 2 rounds, he just jabbed the fuck out of Nadra. And then round 3, Nadra did look a little better, winning that round, but still 29-28 Bobby Green. Nadra has no idea how to block a shot because for the first 2 rounds, he was holding his guard to block shit from the side, but he was leaving the down the middle shot wide open, and Bobby Green just fucking jabbed the shit out of him. And man, Bobby Green is still kicking, bro. 35. How is he not ranked yet? He should be fucking ranked. What would be a fun fight for the king? Brad Riddell. I saw this on Twitter earlier. Brad Riddell would be insane. Fuck it, let's get some Brad Riddell. That fight would be fucking crazy. Fuck it, let's do it. Brad Riddell, Bobby Green. Book it, baby. Yeah, let's get Bobby Green to rank it. And then for Nadra Haqparas, two L's in a row, but they're not bad L's. Dan Hooker and Bobby Green. Much worse fighters you could lose to. And now what could be next for Haqparas? I think I'd give him a step down in competition. Like, Fat Matt Frivola, maybe, something like that would be fun. Hey, just give him a step down in competition. Let the guy fucking get fought back-to-back killers. Give the guy a fucking break. Oh yeah, Nadra versus Frivola. It's just something in that range. And then Bobby versus Brad. Good fight. Bobby Green still fucking kicking ass. He sounded like he was from Houston. The crowd acted like he was one of their own, because they loved him. But he's not. But who doesn't love Bobby Green? Always out there to swing and bang. Great performance. Fuck. After that, I'm not gonna waste much time on this fight, because I really don't care. And this fight did get moved up to the main card, if you couldn't tell. Fuck, I'm dying. Connell versus Alexander Hernandez. Fight was as entertaining as the Alexander Hernandez Moicano fight could be. In round 1, Moicano pretty much wrestled him, and in round 2 he wrestled a little less until he clipped Alex with a nice shot and just flurried him with punches, and then choked him out with an RNC. And Moicano at 35 is looking, or not 35, at 55 is looking good. What was he, 3-1? And his only loss is to fucking Fazeev. Can't get mad at that loss at all. He's looking good at lightweight, man. He's looking fucking good. I still don't think Moicano's that good. And I think his chin is still pretty questionable. But he is looking good at fucking 55, man. And what fight could you do for him? Diego Fiera, maybe? I don't know. I guess. Yeah, Diego Fiera. Oh god. Yeah, don't mind me, I'm just dying over here. That felt good. Yeah, Fiera, just something. And then for Alex the fake, he's not good. He is so not fucking good. And he's win-loss. Like, I never understood the hype on him, and I still don't. He's not good. He's all bark and no bite. Now, what fight could you do for him? Does anyone care? Mason Jones. Maybe that'd be interesting. Yeah, I think Sorry about that. I was cleaning off my computer. Yeah, that'd be fun. I'm dying, so I'm just gonna move past this fight because it's making me feel worse. Good performance by Connell. Alex Hernandez, you suck. After that, we get to the important shit on this card. Jared, the Killer Gorilla Cannoneer versus Derrick Brunson. Wow, it's like I was right and Blonde Brunson was all hype. My god. Call me fucking Nostradamus. I fucking told all of you that Blonde Brunson. Fuck. Sorry about that. Fucking move. Sorry, I'm fucking moving shit on my floor. Yeah, I could have told you Blonde Brunson was all hype because he is and was. He has had easy wins, and again, of course, like always, I was right. And he got fucking beat. In round 1, he was wrestling a lot. And in the end of the first, he dropped Jared and locked in a rear naked choke. Did not get it, because Jared somehow didn't go to sleep or tap. But then in the second, Brunson gassed a little bit, and Jared fucking looked for the kill, and he got it. He clipped Brunson with a nice shot. He chased him around the cage till he got him to drop, and then landed a nice punch and a couple elbows to put the fight away. And now Jared's probably fighting for the belt next. Like this was the #1 contenders fight, and he won it, man. He fucking won it. The Killer Gorilla getting a title shot next. And honestly, with that being said, obviously he's fighting Izzy next. Hint to what happened in the main event. But clearly he's fighting the gender bender next. Israel Adesanya. And yeah, he fucking stopped the hype, man. He stopped the hype. And then, talk about Brunson. I don't think Brunson's a bad fighter. He's not even a bad guy. Just he's not all that people acted like he was. He's just not all people said he was. He had an easy 5-fight win streak against not that good of fighters, and everyone acted like he was the shit. He's good. He's good. But A, he's not one of the best middleweights in the world, and B, he's not fucking, I don't know. For a fight idea for Derrick, Sean Strickland, I think makes a lot of sense. I know last week I said Strickland versus Till. That would be before Derrick Brunson lost. So, keep that in mind. Really, I've always thought the loser of this fight fights Strickland all week, but I that's not fun to say. Actually, I give him a fight, not just whoever loses. So yeah, Jared should get a title shot, and Derrick could fight a Shawnee Strick. So yeah, good fight, good knockout, and yeah, man, the Killer Gorilla getting that title shot, baby. Last 2 fights before I die. The co-main event, I'm not gonna spend much time with this, cause just go fucking watch it. Ty Bam Bam to Evasa versus Derrick the Black Beast Lewis. What the fuck was this fight? In round 1, Derrick Lewis became a wrestler and wrestled Ty and won the first. But in the second, he tried to wrestle Ty, it didn't work. It turned into the fight we wanted, a slugfest, and Ty won that slugfest. And that was that, man. Ty landed one of the cleanest elbows you will ever see, and sent Lewis to the ground, out cold in Houston. Oh, wow. You don't do that, Derrick Lewis, man. You don't do that to the Black Beast. And he did that to the Black Beast. Yeah, man. Title Evasa just put himself in the top 5-ish of the rankings, and that makes me feel so fucking happy. And now, what fight do you do for Bam Bam? Cyril Gane. Cyril Gane. Makes the most sense. Ty just knocked out the number 3 ranked guy in the world, being ranked 11th, and now why not give him Cyril? Let's get crazy, man. Cyril, Ty. And then for the Black Beast, first of all, he needs to never fight in Houston again, because he cannot win. Sorry about that. He can't fight in Houston anymore. He just can't. It's back-to-back fights in Houston, not winning. He needs to not fight in Houston. But who should he fight next? Not Houston. That's a tough question because everyone is booked. Curtis, Volk, Rosenstrike, Dawkins, Shamil, Tybura, Aspinall. I think he should take some time off, chill till like summertime, maybe like September, October-ish, if he wants to chill for that long, and just see the landscape of the division. Also think over your career. He's 37 at this point. What does he want to do? What does the Black Beast want to do? That will be the final question that has to be asked. But that question will be asked when it needs to be. So yeah, it sucks that Derrick lost, but it's cool Ty won. We get a new contender in the division. But yeah, it is what it is, man. The Black Beast and the Shoey. One of them had to lose, sadly. It had to be the Black Beast. Even though I would say the same thing if it was Ty. So amazing fight. Go watch it. Sucks to see Derrick get flatlined like that, but shit happens. Shit happens. And now we move on to the very controversial but interesting main event of the evening. Israel Adesanya versus Robert Whittaker 2. What an interesting fight. In round 1, Izzy just looked like he was the way better fighter, dropping Robert once and stuffing a takedown. But then in the second, Whittaker woke up, coming back, winning the second. The third was very close. Robert with the left jab was deadly. With the left hand was deadly. I think won the third. Robert, same thing in the fourth. I think he won the fourth. Same thing in the fifth. I think he won the fifth. In my opinion, Robert Whittaker should have won the title tonight. But he didn't. The judges gave it to Izzy, and I don't agree, man. And I am an Izzy fan. Izzy's one of my favorite fighters in the UFC, but I don't know how he wins this fight. The most generous scorecard I could give to Izzy is the first, the fourth, and the fifth. I think the first, the third, and the fourth. I think the second and fifth went to Robert for sure. I think the first went to Izzy easily. The third and fourth are the 2 rounds you score for the winner. And in my opinion, that was Robert Whittaker. One judge did give 49-46 for Izzy, which is just fucking stupid. Like, honestly, it's just fucking idiotic. Honestly, but whatever. In the moment, I call it a robbery, but looking back, in hindsight, I think Robert won, but maybe robbery is a strong word to use. And now comes the question, what is next? And also, could we see a third fight? And I'll answer both those questions. Can we see a third fight? Yes, we can. Do I think it's gonna be anytime soon? Nope. If both guys win their next couple fights, you gotta do it. But back maybe 2024. And then the second question, second question is what's next? I think it's obvious for both. Izzy versus Jared, and Robert versus Vittori. Izzy Jared is an interesting one, and Robert Vittori is a fun ass fight. So, not much more to say. Not pretty disappointing main event, but still was a fun one. I'm about to fucking die. Yeah. Very fun card. Just fun all around. Picks wise, I went 8 of 14 for perfect 5, 1, 5, 5, 15. The only fights I got wrong were William Knight, Blood Diamond, Sergey Morozov, AJ Dobson, Alex Hernandez, Derrick Lewis. The bonuses were Fight of the Night, Deandraj and Morozov. But performance of the night went to Jared and Ty to Evasa. I agree with those. I think Casey could have got Fight of the Night, and Kyler could have got a performance. But besides that, I think the right bonuses were given. Yeah, very fun night of fights. Yeah, I'm about to go fucking die. It feels like, and yeah. You'll hear from me again, maybe, if I don't die. Nah, okay. But you'll hear from me again Friday for a breakdown of UFC Vegas 48. Walker versus Jamal Hill. Yes, that's the main event because Fizz is having visa issues, so that's like I moved to UFC 272 as a 5-round co-main. So, yeah, that'll be next week. Not a bad card. I'm hyped for 2 fights on it, and that's about it. But, yeah, man. UFC Vegas 48 breakdown and recap next week. Same time as this week's breakdown and recap. And, yeah, hope you enjoyed the card. Hope you enjoyed the video. Tell me how you did on your picks in the chat, the premiere chat, or down in the comments. And, great card. 9-0, baby. And, as always, RX. Fuck. Ow. The king is 9-0, bitch.